And welcome to Make Coral Happy. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about all these corals and all of these corals and what are they all doing in this tank instead of the frag tank. As you can see, the frag tank is pretty much completely empty. There is no more xenia, there's no more tiles, there's no more struggling euphyllia in here, or even really nice corals at all. I took just about all of it out, and this is what's left. This is just kind of everything I don't really have room for. But I'm kind of thinking of getting rid of this tank. And I don't want to get rid of the tank. The tank is great, but I might break it down just for now. And then eventually, in the future, hopefully I can use this tank for other purposes, like going to shows and stuff like that. But for now, this tank is gonna have to go. My poor clownfish back here, who never really came out to say hi anyways, he'll be all right. And if you were wondering exactly how much coral was in this tank, let me show you. Yeah, so all of this digitata was in that tank. These are all just the larger pieces that kind of felt like saving. The other ones weren't really worth gluing down and wasting a frag plug for them and all that stuff. Especially if these ones aren't even selling yet. And then I got all of these wonderful coral over here. I ended up putting this frag rack in here. You can see I took all the screws out, but I did have to super glue it. The epoxy wasn't sticking. I don't know if it was too old or what, but yeah, it's all right. This will be okay here. I cannot change the levels, so this is what it looks like. This is my struggling euphyllia, and you can see, excuse my daughter, and you can see that it is kind of gonna die over here still. So this head is still gonna get lost, but this head's super healthy. It came back. And believe it or not, my first ever frog spawn, if you could believe that's a frog spawn, is actually getting color back. So, I don't know, I don't think it's gonna live, but it's super cool just to watch it kind of stay alive for a little bit longer. And then, if you watched my last video, you saw this massive frag of eagle-eye zoanthids. And I just chopped them up. You can see I made a ton of frags, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 eagle-eye frags. I have the grow out tile back there with all these clementines. And then on the bottom rack, it's kind of just miscellaneous stuff that I can't exactly sell yet. And that's pretty much everything that was worth it that was in the frag tank. I made a little digitata mural up here, I guess you could say. Just took a bunch of the tiny pieces and one of the larger pieces that was already showing a lot of growth, and I just put them all on top of this this clip here. Now I'm using that clip because I've been trying to put stuff on the back wall like that for a long time, and nothing ever stays except for the GSP, the xenia, and the zoanthids. But other than that, hopefully this guy will start growing, and it'll be like a really cool way up top, But we'll see though, they may all die, they may all fall off before we get anywhere near there. But the tank is doing well. I actually added this second wave maker. This is a AQQA smart wave maker. They were kind enough to send me, and it's actually great. I mean, I put it in here. At first I put it right here and I was gonna have them go clashing. My poor torches and everything would have died. So then I put them in this corner, which is, kind of like the last corner in my tank that I have any room. And I put it on the lowest pulsing volume. So it's going to go, the flow goes whoosh, and then it goes around. And then it's able to come back around, and then it goes around. So I'm finally have an actual circular motion of flow. And even though I've only added that for a few days, the extension on these torches is absolutely getting much better. So I guess my tank for a long time was just short on light, short on flow, probably short on filtration, but hey, the tank absolutely survived, and now it's just like a fucking souped up race car with all the stuff that's on it. It's like a 2000 Toyota with a Hellcat engine in it. Even my Goniopora is finally starting to extend. They're super finicky for me, and he's starting to extend. I did glue him down yesterday, so it's gonna take him a few days to get used to his new spot. But other than that, everything is doing pretty damn good. I still need to take care of this bubble algae. If you have any tips for bubble algae, please let me know. Like, please. I got so much bubble algae right now, and that's the only issue in this tank, is that if I got rid of all these massive bubbles, the tank would look great and I would have pretty much no worries. But instead, I have to worry. So like I said, I fragged all these up outside of the frag tank, and I put them all in here. And look at just the sheer amount of coral. Made me kind of realize how much coral I had in that tank, which is crazy because it's only a 10-gallon tank. But just because it's a 10-gallon tank, the footprint was the size of, I think, a 55-gallon breeder, either a 55-gallon or a 40-gallon. And yeah, like I was saying, as I added the extra flow and the extra light, I'm actually starting to get some sweeper tentacles back from this guy. This huge coral. When I bought it, it was actually just about double the size. It had this and a few other pieces on it too. And it had these sweeper tentacles that, I mean, were huge, massive sweeper tentacles. Put it to perspective, this guy hasn't moved, he was here. A sweeper tentacle came out, whoosh, stung this coral. And I'm not saying that I want the sweeper tentacles back, but it was a super cool sight to see, you know, like I want these corals to have super long sweeper tentacles, so that way they can feed and do everything that they need to do correctly. I'm also kind of noticing some issues with my chalice coral down here. I know these are super easy coral and it's probably going to come back on its own, but I didn't toss it around, but I never glued it down. And I was messing with this guy over the course of a few days, and eventually I just kept knocking him over. And then I noticed the skeleton starting to show a little bit down here, which it's not anymore, and a little bit up here, which it's not anymore. But what it is doing that, and I'm not entirely sure what it is, but hopefully it's just some kind of defense mechanism that it will get over pretty soon. Also, a while back, I got a little lucky, and it looks like this blue hammer is gonna stick around. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, over here on this rock not that long ago, everything died. And I mean, I had like 2 other Euphilia die. I had these guys just decline. See how they're struggling? I had them decline on that rock. I had this guy just start declining on that rock. So that rock is cursed. I don't know what's going on over there, but I put the Gorgonia there since, you know, it's not a hammer coral, so it might survive. And then plus I added all this other stuff to the tank, so I think it'll be fine. But yeah, this rock is cursed. But if you enjoyed that video, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what I could do better. Or if you have any questions, go ahead and like, comment, please subscribe. It absolutely makes my day. I'm real close to 600 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by my birthday, which is February 28th. And that would be absolutely amazing. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and all of your tank issues go away. Peace.